She has lost her voice, her very song. Truly, must we give our judgment?
She would die from it.
We cannot.
Enough. Mark me now what I say. Flame of pure spent, voice cracked in a pitch. The song that was is absent. Yet perhaps her spirit may sing anew. And her body may die, yet without her voice made whole again. Here her spirit will remain, forever repeating the verse, never to a point. What torture's penance is she deserving in her crime?
Crime? Only one, to be born a woman in her time.
What time?
Any time.
Like the lights of the royal canal.
Silence.
Yes, Clara, my girl. We played here as children. I hopped across the dock and you followed fashion as you were.
I do not know that name, but I know you, my Nettle, my sister Nettie. Hair like fire, bright like the North Star. I would follow you anywhere, and I did, you know.
Yes, to El Dorado. What did you find there, my girl?
Infertile soil, where only one crop grows. Dirty city streets. No gods to pray to, only smoke and money. Money and smoke. And there. Died.
Yes.
Why, Nettie? Why did you leave me there? Alone, a foreigner in a foreign land. My tears just as foreign to my very cheeks.
You remember what Ma always said? Where man goes trod, that'll scarce grow. Sometimes it's a weed to be plucked, other times a flower to be used, and worse still, sometimes man does not see the flowers that he walks among.
Oh, my Nettie, too sweet were you for this world, and more potent than woman is permitted to be.
Poor Oceanova Helvania, poor Oceanova Helvania.
What is that? I can't understand it, and I don't want to hear it from you. You abandoned me. What could I do but marry and convince myself it was enough to fill the void you left? I walked in the shadow of your contraventions and your loose ways, or as you pointed, your autonomy, was the talk of the town. But you didn't live to pay the price. You abandoned me to seek out the freedom in the bed of every man. I married to live. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
She blinds herself in her sadness that she cannot hear her own voice. She knows not her own name.
She fights a futile task, yet her compass points her true. I wonder. Sisyphus.
Doll?
Dry your eyes, girl. Apprentice daybreak on the apocalypse they are. What you been doing, Sissy? You working?
Well, doll, for the land like you did.
You lie, girl. Full of mischief you are. Tell me true. How you been going?
Thick like mud and slow, and the way that I've survived is long. The land is unforgiving, you see.
The land forgives, Sissy. You cannot blame it for being overworked. Ah, but mud. That ain't no way for my Sisyphus. You'd have lived 10,000 lives and never tired.
What of it, doll? You're not really here. You can't be. I lived, and by the standards of many, I did well. I bore the line, and I carried the line for a man.
What man could be good enough for you now, girl?
He's not important.
But you bore a line for him. All as unimportant as he was, I reckon.
All mediocre, save for status. Here mediocrity gets ahead. Sometimes I think status is the agent. Together they bear fruit, lust without shame. Most often brightest folk make do, like weeds in the gutter.
Well, did this unimportant man love any of his unimportant children?
No. He was a hard man. Children were meant to be seen, not heard. Not learned about as they were. Not loved.
Then he loved none.
One he loved. Fair-haired, the face of an angel by the same artist whose hand drew Christian Jesus. But his love was cold like rock. Tears all failing, slick to the touch, would roll off and back into the sea.
So, for the unimportant man, you bore an angel pure beauty who received no fatherly love. Well, did he grow to be a tyrant?
And I say, I see him speak and walk like I saw the babe speak and walk. Miraculous to mine ears and eyes, and a great love to my heart. And yet grown, he moves and speaks, and I wonder, what is in his mind that he chooses to sow the world so? A cruel joke to see a boy given every ounce of my love squander it. He chose his father, and together, may they rot in a loveless hell, never knowing grace before meal, or how to admire flowers in the garden, or the beauty of a kind word or deed without payment. He went back home, you know.
What did he find in the old house?
He stood there but a minute. He's cleared a forest, and now people pay him to play golf on it.
Well, now grass
This is the fledgling bird of an ecosystem, the beginning before the forest. You bore a babe, and in the body of a man he is yet a wee one, knowing only how to create in his image, yet he thinks himself a god.
Had a feeling. No, there was a feeling.
Keep going, my sweet Sisyphus. Find your song, my girl.
A high and reeling. Had a feeling. Ah! Is this the child I bore? Is this the child I bore? Is this the child I bore?
'Tis a steep hill, and she at the very foot cannot see past the sun in her eyes.
Well, it's clear, the light, however glaring, must guide her.
This is the dark time, my love.
Dim, all around the land we crawl about.
Yes, they're dim. They damn the earth.
And damn themselves.
The shining sun is hidden in the sky.
It is our time.
Stained red flowers bend their heads in awful sorrow.
Awful sorrow.
How can it be you? I fell down. It hurts.
Oh my, how did that happen, my love?
Well, Dad came home and I ran to give him a hug and I fell.
You fell?
Well, he just pulled out his arms and then I tripped and I fell.
Never mind, my love.
Why?
Well, because Mama loves you.
You do?
So much, my love.
Dad says love isn't worth anything like fear is, and if people fear you, they depend on you. He says fear is the most reliable thing in the world.
Well, not everything Dad says is true, is it?
Why would you say that?
Because the truth is like the sun, some things it leaves in the shadow.
How do you know what the truth is? Dad is a great man. He's the best man. How dare you talk about him like that? You bitch!
Baby, I'm trying to comfort you.
Well, I don't want your comfort, you witch.
Now that is enough.
What will you do? You never could do anything, and I know you won't do anything. Because you never could do anything, what did you do?
Huh?
What did you do with yourself? Tell me one thing in your life that you ever did.
Well, I raised you for one.
Bang up job, eh, folks? Let's give her a round of applause. Here you go. One more thing you didn't earn.
A woman's work is work.
The truth hurts, folks. No one knows better than me. I'm the reality king, the king of TV, better than King Tut, even king of the truth, capital T, folks. Just turn on the TV, and there I am, saying something like, "You're fired," or "I am your boy king, watch me tantrum," or in this case, "Try harder, Mom." No, but seriously, folks, let's give her a round of applause. Isn't she beautiful? I'll tell you, if she wasn't my mother. But seriously, folks, she would have a very hard time if she wasn't beautiful. She tries, though. Come on, folks, let's give her a round of applause. So very hard she tries. But here's what I think. I think you're trying at the wrong thing here. Do what you're good at, right, folks? Come on, round of applause for that. I don't think you're very good at this whole, being a mother thing. Sometimes you just gotta tell it like it is, and I say it like it is, folks. Listen, it's not for everyone. People try, though. Boy, do they try. And we gotta hand them to them, don't we?
Let's keep churning them out, all my little worker bees. Come on, folks, let's give a hand. Let's support the bees, folks. Some people say they're on the decline. Not me, though. The worker bees are making a comeback. Working overtime, no social security for you little bees. Listen, you did your best, and sometimes your best just isn't good enough, kiddo.
But
Wait a minute. You're not really in the position to argue now, are you? You don't have the cards to argue now, you know that, right? Smart people know when they don't have the cards, and, well, you've never had the cards. You didn't have the cards then either. But what did they say about the wild card? Well, it just wasn't in the cards for you, and you really hid your cards well, didn't you? Let's put all your cards out on the table. Let's give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen, the Queen of Hearts, my mother. Of course you are. And can we really blame you? What an effort. So very, very hard she tried. So much hope. I say, don't raise a child with hope. A little hope, folks, is a dangerous thing, you know. But maybe that's not true. You see, I make it up as I go along. Some children do well with folks. Well, they do well with hope, not folks. But give them all the hope you can get. Hope and change, folks. We love hope and change, don't we? Copyright that. But not all kids. Some kids, you just gotta send them back where they came from, folks. What can you do? It is what it is. Migrants, very bad. But don't worry, you're all a part of this great audience. Unless you're liberal. You all made it in,
I'm going back to the break room. The cancer will still be there when I get back.